Hi, I'm Garvin DeShazer, and today we'll be hearing about one man who used his rather dramatic failure as a stepping stone to fulfill a life dream. Enjoy, because this is your daily inspiration. As he set off on a non-stop sailing voyage from San Diego on the California coast to his hometown in Japan, his hopes were high. With 17 years sailing experience and a 40-foot yacht called Dreamweaver, he knew that this expedition would succeed. He also knew that he needed all the determination he could muster, because unlike most sailors, harsh winds and high seas were not the only obstacles he faced in this journey. You see, he was navigating without the use of his eyes because he's legally blind. Mitsuhiro Iwamoto, who is known simply as Hiro, was born and raised in Kumamoto Prefecture, located on Kyushu Island in Japan. At age 13, I started losing my eyesight, he says. By 16, I went totally blind. Initially, he struggled with the loss, but eventually he regained hope, and soon he began building his dreams. He became an acupuncturist, then moved to the United States, where he married. He and his wife took up sailing, and soon he competed in the Blind Sailing World Championship. It's great, he says. I can't drive a big car on the street, but I can ride a big boat in the middle of the Pacific. In 2013, Hiro had tried once before to sail from San Diego to Iwaki, Japan. His boat struck a whale, capsized, and sank. Rescued by the Japan Self-Defense Forces, his failure didn't dampen his spirits. 6 years later, he says, I can finally achieve my dream. Hiro's eyes for the journey belong to Doug Smith, a sighted man and fellow Japan resident. As sailing partners, Hiro steers the boat while Doug describes the surroundings. The two also alternate shifts, with Doug sailing during the day and Hiro at night. People say to me, "You're crazy to go with a blind guy," says Doug. I say, he's the crazy one. He's blind, his last ship capsized and sank, and he's willing to take on the challenge again? And to me, that willingness is really the essence of it. On April 20th, 2019, 2 months after he set out, Hiro arrived in Iwaki Harbor, where he was greeted by a cheering crowd. His success made the 55-year-old the first blind sailor to cross the Pacific. His words of triumph: "I am the happiest man on earth." Now, Hiro knows that life will never be just smooth sailing, but he doesn't let that discourage him. Failure can be just one step to make your future step 1,000 times better, he says. So don't worry when you fail. Never give up. You know, most of us live our lives petrified by the thought of failing. We can't tolerate the thought of others' disapproval and the feeling of our being seen as inadequate, so we tend to take no risks. Such protection is understandable, but deadly. As we stay stationary in our boats, it's true that we will never capsize and sink, but we will also never leave the dock either. Eventually, if we take no risks, we die of fear. The solution is being willing to risk failure, as Hiro did. And when we do fail, to try again and learn from it. We need to take the guiding hand of people who love and accept us, and who will stand by us when we fall and will encourage us to keep going. Only when we are willing to risk hitting whales in our ships, to face the possibility that we might, quote-unquote, capsize and sink, can we then truly sail. And that's when we become free. If Hiro, a man with no eyesight and a whale of a past failure, can do it, so can we. What can you do today to face your fears, to cast off from the dock in your life and begin to sail free? What fears are you willing to abandon to become who you really are and to weave your dreams into reality? Will you say, I am brave and I am capable, and head out to sea today? Thanks for listening. May your day be filled with love, laughter, and joy. Bye for now.
Hi, this is Scott, producer for the Daily Inspirations podcast. We hope you're enjoying these stories, and if you'd like more inspiration in your life, visit mydailyim.com. You can find weekend blog posts, sign up for our email update list, and you can let us know about an inspirational story you'd like us to cover. Or just say hi. We'd love to hear from you.